Hello guys, today we'll be taking on Tiamat, the dragon. The rewards are fairly good, but also quite standard. We want to get that reward for the UOC. Okay, so as usual, we will try to do it with the least complications as possible. We want to go easy mode, so you're not gonna make a mistake that easily. And also as usual, we'll be taking a stranger that is not prepared for the fight. This one is a perfect candidate. No dragon killer. Okay, let's talk about the gearing. The easiest one to explain. We are using xuan because xuan is easy mode, and then we have a bunch of dragon killers. No need for resistances. Both resistances, no need. The dark resistance is just because I have Erit Choker. Totally incidental. And then let's take a look at the gear for the tanks. This is a full evade, full provoke, awakened warrior of light, and have some fire and dark resistances. As to how much, I do not know. I'm not sure about the boss mechanics because of the fact that he doesn't deal that much damage that I care. With Paladin Cecil, elemental resistances, particularly dark and fire. So I got as many as I can, as much as I can, while keeping a high spirit. I don't think you need this much because he's not gonna be in any danger in this particular fight. Then we have Doc Aten, the same principle, survivability, fire, and dark. And I also have Summer Parasol in order to guarantee that we have the Esper mission. Although I'm not so sure if it is that necessary because I realized that the boss drops a lot of crystals and Esper orbs for some reason, above average. And then we have the same principle for Summer, Fina, and Lid or Fid. Again, it's dark and fire resistances, no need for status resistances. And then we have this high tide. You want limit burst. Okay, so that's about the gearing. So let's take a look at the strategy. Okay, the easiest to explain is Paladin Cecil. What he will do is just cast resistance and cover. In fact, he's not going to the dark mode in this particular fight. So that is resistance and cover. For Warrior of Light, we are going to use none can extinguish the light within us. This is so that you can have the mitigation as well as there's no need. You don't need a cover. We just want the barrier and the mitigation. So these two, Cecil and Warrior of Light, will be our buffers. And then, this is turn 1. This is special. If you notice this one, there's a silhouette of the face of the dragon on that side. That is because the dragon has evasion. So what we do on turn 1 is we dispel that with Doc Aiden. So you notice now, there is no more silhouette. And we will do the standard breaking. Okay, so what Doc Aiden is going to do for the rest of the fight is heal, remove debuffs, heal. That's all he's gonna do. And Fid, what he's gonna do is he will be the breaker and the imbuer. And this one is special. We will do the water rotation for Xuan. Now, the way Xuan works is you are supposed to choose an elemental arts and the special arts. The problem here is that only fire and wind actually imbue. So our strategy is we use Fid to do our imbues, but for the imperil, we can actually follow the standard Xuan rotation. So here, We do the whirlpool kick. Okay, so what the dragon did was slam us with damage over time. The mechanic for damage over time, if you notice here, there's two. It means that this particular xuan will be taking so much damage over time after the end of this turn. In order to take care of that, what we want to do is first let's put some resistances. And the second is we are going to use the Magnus ability on one of the xuans. So that's a 10k HP barrier. That is so that he will survive the next turn. So here we will do the same principle, buff and cover, buff and cover. For Awakened Warrior of Light, what we're gonna do is we are gonna be buff and collect LB crystal. So again, these two, all they do is buff all the time. And then here we will do the standard xuan rotation. For xuan, there ain't much to talk about. He's pretty much the standard rotation. But now, since we are already done with the breaking, we are going to do the imbuing. Alright? Third turn, let's do our missions first. And we can use Knight of Duality. This is so we can maintain the mitigation. And then we need to break. So what lead is going to do is just break, then support, break, then support. And here we will just gonna follow the standard xuan rotation. The Doc Aiden, this is actually a free turn. Those are random skills. What Doc Aiden does on turn 3 is not important. Miasma breath. Okay, the wind has died. So now, xuan will do full powers. Okay, here we go. What Feed is gonna do is cast Beach House Break. And we need to keep this because we have our LBs. And then again, Warrior of Light. We'll just do the usual Warrior of Light rotation. Cecil will... I'm just gonna reload. No. I'm just gonna do... cover and buff. There. So as you can see, that turn is dangerous, but since we have xuan, he can survive because he has fatal damage protection. In this particular turn, we can do this again. If that is not full, then we just use a Warrior of Light's other skills. Here, we are going to recover the Imbue. And then we will do our Ultra. This is the High Water Imperil. Now, this is important. 5th turn is the turn that we are gonna keep on spamming the skill. Okay, I'm sure we can reload. Doc Aiden, this is a free turn, so might as well recover the immunities. Now what we need to do is cast. No. Heal and buff. Now this is important because this is out of rotation for Xuan. We are not gonna follow the normal Xuan. We're just gonna be spamming the Magnuses. And again, we are going to buff and cover. With Warrior of Light, we're just gonna be buffing. Okay, so one of our Xuans died, so we need to help with the buff, and we need to defend against charm. All right. So let's try to see if all right. Now, for alternate units, you can use other damage dealers other than Xuan, but I haven't tried it, and I would not recommend using another damage dealer other than Xuan, who does not have any elemental resistance. Again, Xuan is definitely the easy mode, and you don't pick Xuan because you want an easy game. But this is a guide for people who want to take things the easy way. Anyway, thanks for watching.